Hey yo, guys, we're back with Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, chapter 22. I'm a little late, but it is what it is, man. Y'all know how I beat. This is a good one. I like this one. I like this cover a lot. Boruto just stands straight into my soul with his one eye. And this chapter is called Jura. Wasn't too creative with that name, didn't think too hard. Hey, that's how I like it. Alright, and what's up with the Thorn Bud again? This is Ryu right here. And, previous chapter, he just got folded by Asarda. No diff, really. And you're just kind of just looking at him. You know? Like, why did no one make a mad dash for it? Oh, also, still, she seems to be, like, actually dead. No hemorrhoids coming to save her this time. Like, they're not, I don't think she's getting out of this one. And this is the leak right here. Mitsuki. Everybody thought, oh yeah, it's up for Mitsuki, he's about to die. No, I didn't think that. We know. I'm not gonna say we know, and it's like 100% fact, but Jura doesn't just needlessly kill people. Okay, he didn't just run around, blow stuff up. He's not mindless. That's the whole point of this. They've evolved past a mindless stage. They're different. They're transcended. So he kind of just ignores them, and he's not really too concerned with them. To be straight though, like they're not gonna do nothing anyways. Yusuke's kind of low on chalk right now. He's fodder. Sorry, just passed out. He does eyeball her, and I was thinking like, oh snap, he's about to do something to her. She just took out one of his own. He's about to get even, which would have been like a good thing to do, but he doesn't do it. Why? I don't know, cause he's clearly thinking about it. He's thinking about like, damn, like she really be real. He, he can't just let her. He can't just let her go out free like this, man. Like she's gonna do that to another one. That can be you, man. That can be you, bro. Like Jura, that could be you, man. You gonna be the next Thornbud. But he doesn't even collect the Thornbud. You see? Like, look, he's completely focused. Jura is a focused guy. He don't worry about nothing. Two of his allies just got knocked, and he's not worried about that. Like he's not pressing them, man. Boris is over here with Konohamaru in the aftermath. And look at the way they crumble, like the way they get shattered. And their thorn bulb has to form. We see these little dust particles right here. It has to form, so it's not a instantaneous thing. So if there ever is an event where they're working against the time, and they need the bulb to like hurry up so they can get out of here, this can prove something they will have to get over. But it's clear that Jorah's focused on Boruto in particular. And I thought like, okay, maybe he cared more about Masuri. Ryu was a new guy. He ain't really too worried about him. But no, and no, no, no. Y'all see this? Konohamaru noticed it. Ping. That boy's still out here trying to snipe. So that's what he was doing the whole time. He was over there eyeballing Boruto with his long distance vision. He's trying to give him a quick scope, but he missed. Should have been aiming down the sights, buddy. And he just missed. I'm not gonna say Boruto dodged it because he's just standing in the same place, so there's no feat for there. But yeah, Jura just completely ignores these guys and just jets off towards Boruto. And Konohamaru's not listening again, being a bot. He gets the throne, but finally forms. And Boruto tells him, "Hey man, you gotta get out of here, cause we about to throw hands. Okay, like we about to throw hands, and I don't need you holding me back. You about to get the aftermath. Skedaddle, leave." No, he doesn't say that exactly, but y'all get the point. But look at Boruto, man. Y'all see what he's doing? He's hurling shuriken out. You know who does that? Minato. Resemble anybody? He's really taking after his grandparents. You know, that's what I'm noticing. Now, as he's older, as he's in a teenage, 16, he fights more like Minato and Sasuke. But when he was younger, he fought more like Naruto. Now that is a point, that's clearly intended to be that way. He got trained by Sasuke, so of course he's gonna fight like Sasuke. Now him using Minato's shuriken like this, that's just a smart thing to do, man. You leave yourself multiple avenues to escape, counterattack, and just get the advantage. And he takes full advantage of that. So that's smart on Boruto. No, I don't know if he read that somewhere, but Boruto's not an idiot. This guy's pretty smart, so I don't think it would be a stretch to say that he thought of it himself. But just keep an eye on those. They come back later on in that chapter, which is a amazing fight chapter. Okay, it was a good sequence of showing off what our characters can do. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Jura's a pretty speedy guy. I don't know how far he was, but he got there pretty quick. Boruto starts to yell at Konohamaru to get away, but of course, the characters never listen. Jura comes in, he's forming that tail beast bomb, hurling that thing. Now this is a pretty big one. He's going for the kill shot on that one. That was a pretty big one. And I do like the classic look of the manga tail beast bombs. They look really nice. Alright, skip the glaze, Sam. It's just a bomb. Skip the glaze. But it looks pretty fine. And completely hurls this trash bag off of him, Konohamaru. Like, get out of here, bro. Don't worry, Trap. One day, Konohamaru, he'll do something. He did kind of just do something, but then again, indeed, he kind of folded in on himself after that. But he gets the idea. Guys, does this give, like, Choji and Kakashi vibes? Choji's running away, Kakashi's staying there, distracting. I don't know. And like, Jura's looking at him, right? But I don't think he was going to do anything. And Boruto takes advantage of that. Rasengan right in the back. But, like, hold on. I don't know if Jura was going to actually do something. You know what? He might have just been memorizing Konohamaru's face. Like, seeing, okay, is this the guy Matsuri was falling in love with? Something like that. That's probably what it was. Because he easily could have shot a Toby's bomb, sniped Konohamaru right through the heart. But he doesn't even do that. Now you can say he didn't get the chance because Boruto slammed a Rasengan in his back. Which is my goat. Take advantage of that man not looking. And hey, Jura ain't no hodo. He flies through the air, he twirls, he spins, immediately tries to quick skill Boruto. Boruto say, not me, cuz. Not me, cuzzo. Uses the flying Raijin, teleports down. Jura blocks that shit with his finger. Come on, Boruto. You just lost 10 aura right there. You just got blocked by a finger. You can't let that slide. Now what happens next is just a fight. Boruto locks in. Okay, Jura gets to speaking, he get to yapping, he get to asking questions. Boruto ain't trying to hear all that shit, man. Put your dukes up. Boruto say, I didn't come here to talk. I'm just trying to throw hands. Boruto's just trying to throw hands. But, we get some, we got a shift right here. On a power scaling note, we get like some tidbits about it. Jura's obviously the strongest of the divine trees. He's complimenting Boruto. He's saying he makes his heart race when they fight. He enjoys the battle. And Ada, Boruto is holding his own. I don't know if you can say that off of just 2 attacks. He hit him with a Rasengan and then he got a sword strike blocked by a finger. I don't know. That would be cool to say. But then she says he really has no chance though. And then this is also backed up by what's this guy's name again? How do I keep Kashin Koji? How do I keep forgetting him? Kashin Koji also backs up and said that's right. There's no way he can win. Not with the current sequence of events. And Boruto himself has got to be well aware of that fact. Now, when he says sequence of events, he obviously means like some prep time and they plan something out. Boruto, he can probably pull off a W against Jura. Now, if Jura doesn't get any stronger, potentially, but that will also mean Boruto will need to get stronger, which so far can be easily done. Kashin Koji can just look to the future, tell him the details on how he can get a new jutsu, and that's that. And that's how Boruto gets something, gets a little upper hand on him, and GG's to Jura. Take this brand new star Rasengan. Okay, Rasengan filled with the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns to the chest. Oh, tell me that wouldn't be fire. I'd love to see it. Matter of fact, I need to see. Or what if it's only his next jutsu or like his ultimate jutsu? It's gonna be some upgraded variant of the Yuzahiko, is it not? I would say It's just like a base Rasengan, but it's not. It has a different name, and it uses the planet rotation. But what if you can add like some nature chakra onto that? Like Naruto did. He had just a regular Rasengan, then he had a wind Rasengan. People seem to forget that when they clash with Kashi, that's a wind style Rasengan. And then he has the Rasen Shuriken, which is a change in chakra shape as well, which is another form of his training that he went through. So maybe Boruto can shape the Yuzihiko into like a spear or something, so it's not just like a direct hit. Something he can throw. Yeah, like something he can throw, like maybe toss it at Jura, or something he can expel from a different body part, or he puts it on his sword. He puts it on his sword. Yuzihiko, like some sword attack, splits this planet in half, something like that. But I think that's. I'm just predicting. That's gonna be like another power up he gets. Some Yuzihiko upgrade in the future. Oh yeah, some fire Yuzihiko, and then it like takes on the form of a star. You know who else has a star? Sarada. It's the sun. You see where I'm going with this one? All right, let me stop. But look, Hachiko gets to yapping. He gets to explaining Boruto's power a little bit. We already know this. He uses these certain shapes and certain metals to be markers for his flying Raijin, so he doesn't have it on a lock and key like Minato, which is fine. Boruto's already been established as a genius prodigy. He doesn't need to be 100 in every single field. Give Minato his props. But they are making like this is a crazy jutsu, bro. Like Minato was that guy. He's the only one to have mastered flying Raijin to this extent. Not even Boruto can solve it. Don't worry, maybe Boruto's son Saruto, he's gonna get it down for sure, right? But yes, after that, he talks about how Boruto, he's gonna put the others in danger if he ran away right now. And I'm just gonna counter argument that I don't think so. Jura does not care about them fodder. I think if Boruto ran away, Jura would probably just like, alright, my guy's not here. They already got a thorn bub. I'm really just here for no reason. I'm just dip. He probably just dip. Or like, maybe he'd fight one of them. I don't know. Jura just seems like he's a chill guy, man. Jura's just a chill guy for real. But he says something pretty interesting. So Boruto, right here. Boruto is thinking that he needs to keep Jura engaged until Konohamaru, Sarada, and the others can get somewhere safe, and Ada catches on. You mean? Yep, Boruto's done for, without a doubt. And then he's got that resolve look in his eye. He's got his father's face, man. He got that father's eye right there. He's focused. He's locked in. He's not angry. He's cool. He's accepted it. Now this is also like self-sacrifice right here. Boruto's ready to die for this, so they can get away. Do I think it's necessary for him to be acting like this? Not really. He only came here to save Konohamaru, because Konohamaru was about to get eaten, and he just saved Konohamaru. Now what he could have done, he could have just came in, Rasengan, Matsuri, then dipped again, just bam, flying Reggie in and out. But then Jura also would have came in, probably would have did the same thing to Konohamaru, just sniped him and left. So they would have been 1 for 1. But Jura, he gets to yapping, man. Jura is like, he's becoming really talkative now, which is good. He's showing some growth, some progression. He got some questions. But like I said, Boruto ain't here for that shit, man. Boruto's not here to chat. But what Jura's talking about, he says he knows. He knows too much. He's cursed with knowledge. And that because he knows so much information about them, he's got to go. That they gonna work to off him now. And Boruto's get to thinking internally. He ain't taking no damage from that Rasengan. I don't know if I didn't point that out, but Jura ate that Rasengan. He said, barbecue chicken, give me some more. He ate that shit up, man. And he's saying the only thing he can use to take him down is Yuzihiko. That's all he got. Now, we see what Yuzihiko did to Code. Now, Code isn't the strongest guy, but he's gonna be. He's like he's a benchmark. He's that benchmark. He's got the strength to him lore wise, but we don't ever see none of that. But Jura says, "Well then, Suzuki Boruto. The next question is out of pure curiosity. What is love? It's love, Gara. And like I said, what was it, 2 chapters ago? Love is a pretty big thing in the story so far. It is a main driving point in these characters' actions. Everyone's talking about it. Love this, love her, love him, love the village, love the world. I love doing this. And I like it. I like it, Why not? And Drew just wants to know, what is love? What is it that drives these people to do these, to sacrifice themselves like Matsuri, or to let it control them and let it do something they normally wouldn't. But he thinks it's a flaw right now. He's looking at these people in love and he's considering it a flaw because he's seen what it did to Matsuri, and because she loved Konohamaru, she called the double Rasengan. Now she's dead. And he gets to explain in take for example. I suspect you know how minuscule your chance of winning against me is. You still came here to save your friends. In other words, love has lured you here to your place of death. And he's saying because of that love, Boruto's about to get packed up. Now we know who Boruto is. That's my goat right there. My MC, he ain't going down for it. So, Jura uses wood style. I can only assume that's wood style. Or it's like divine trees. And we get another fight, a sequence of Boruto dodging, cutting the trees in half. This all just set up for him to try and use Hiko again. But there's some good showings of what Jura can do. Like, I didn't know he can use wood, but I mean, obviously, he's a tree. Why wouldn't he be able to use wood? But can they all use wood, or is it just him? Or because he's the direct consciousness of the Tentels. Maybe that's why he's the only one that can use the wood. But who knows? We'll see more, because they all have their own individual powers. But Boruto curses to himself. He can't use Hiko without putting his feet on the ground, and we know that's the main problem. But he comes up with a plan. In that case, he lets himself get captured. He just falls down, boom, it gets tied up, tossed around, loses his sword, and now he's hanging there. Oh wait, they're impaling him. Yeah, he's bleeding. No, can't show that on YouTube. But then Jura sees this, gets to walk into him, picks up Sasuke's sword once again. Boruto doesn't say like love directly, but you get the gist. That's what he's talking about. That was a precious object from my master Sasuke. Don't touch it. He loves it. And Jura sees, I see, Sokka. And he's like threatening Boruto, like, hey bro, I won't snap your sword if you just tell me where you getting that information from. Ain't the way he's talking about he's gonna kill him. But Boruto, he's on that hood rat shit, man. Boruto say shine it, turn it sideways, and stick it up your tree gullet. Cause guess what he hits? That usually Hiko on him. Oh. I guess I just speak on this. I definitely just speak on this. Boruto's counter argument to what he thought of love. He said you might be right, love being a flaw and a weakness for us humans, but this is my opinion. That's precisely why you will never be more than just trees. Because we know in the Narutoverse, love amps your power. Or just emotions in general. You get that mental amp. You get that courage amp. You do stronger shit. And Boruto pops Hiko, immediately shatters the wood, entrapping him. Jura surprise. You see it in his hand. Look at the Hiko again. We get another view of it. It's not like a spinning ball of chakra in his hand. It's just air. It's just air in his palm. Almost like one style, really. But then he teleports again, flying Raijin, smacks Jura in the back once again. Looks like he shoved his entire hand. into his the back, like into his spinal. Oh, it's not in his back. It's just on his coat. Ignore that. But he pops that man with easy. He go again. Got that boy Jura like looking a clown out here, bro. Got his cloak flapping in his face, but sending him tip out first. But Jura counters that shit immediately. You know, like he catches himself. He spins. That boy tucked and spun and stuck the landing. But once again, it's not just the immediately attack potency of the Yuzahiko that you need to be worried about. It's the side effects. And Jura is not immune to those side effects. And Boruto explains that to him. The world's spinning right now. Your sense of equilibrium is mucked. And you can't even stand on your own feet. And Jura gives him credit. This power. It's something. But that shit ain't tough. Jura, I don't know what he did. He like puts his hand on his chest. He obviously does something. Because Boruto knows it, man. And he just, that shit off me. That shit off me, boy, just stands up. It seems to follow the principles similar to BG bombs. Hence, I was able to nullify it. That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense whatsoever. That shit ain't nothing. It's not similar at all to a tail beast bomb. A tail beast bomb is just a bunch of chakra gathered in one spot and you shoot it out. Usually he could literally use the rotation spinning force of the planet. Were tail bombs doing this the whole time? You know, they were gathering using the center gravity of the Earth. He better explain next chapter. This better be like some in-depth 3-page analogy explanation. Cause that shit is false. You're lying. But guys, I hope you enjoyed. I like this chapter. It was a great sequence of what we saw, man. Once again, showing us how far Boruto would go to stay 10 toes down. He will sacrifice himself. And a lot of people, they seem to want Boruto to die at the end of this. And it's not out of hate, like usually. Oh, they hate on Boruto, get this shit's ass, blah, 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 blah. Middle finger to them, man. They don't know what they're talking about. But they just think that Boruto's going to die at the end. And they say it'll be the desired result. Do I want him to die? Of course not. I never want the MC to die at the end. I don't want that. I don't want that for Boruto, man. You gotta continue that line, man. You and Sarda gotta get together, man. But hey, if they do get together, and you know, like the night before they shake the sheets or whatever, I'm gonna write Boruto off as dead, because you know when that moment happens, the guy he dies, but the woman like ends up pregnant and she has a kid. Da 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 da. But hey, that's way in the future. I'm getting ahead of myself. I enjoyed this chapter. Nice fight. Nice cover volume page as well. Wait, cover volume page. Chapter cover, I mean. Kishimoto, man, keep doing your shit, bro. You ain't lose a thing. My goat for real. I'm going to see ya when I see ya, and if I don't see ya, I'm going to see ya.